Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Bash Bro. Yes, we did it, y'all. I hit legend this year on NBA 2K22, and my boy King Jordan go show you how to hit legend on this week's episode on NBA 2K TV.
Season 4 has been bursting with fun events, and there's even more coming up. This weekend, aboard the Concha Del Mar, it's Top Deck, where all games
of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Indiana Pacers. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. D.A. will join us tonight on the sideline. Looking now at some numbers for Caris LeVert.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Last year, COVID presented a lot of challenges. The Raptors, for one, played the whole season in Tampa. Their star Fred VanVleet said the NBA is a balance of the love and joy of one of the best sports in the world mixed with a billion-dollar industry. Kevin, he's hoping this season's journey is more pleasure than business.
I know, David, it's a pleasure working with you. Thanks for that one. And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. In the post, it's Sabonis and Turner. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Duarte in at the two-guard spot. And for Chicago, in the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Down out there with Green, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Ball. Kick out to Levine. Vucevic the pass to Ball. Back to Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Levine. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Levine has always had a nice feel for his catch-and-shoot jump shots. His teammates encourage him to shoot it every time he gets an opportunity to.
Here's Brogdon. Pass to Sabonis. No good. Shot missing. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Yeah, it was really simple. I mean, you look at the numbers, they did a better job of knocking down the free throws.
Duarte passes to LeVert. Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in.
Boy, the versatility of LeVert showing you he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve and a bunch of shots to choose from, too.
Levine looking around. Green breaking loose. Levine's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And that's a foul, and it's called on Troy Brown. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Brown against LeVert. Here's Duarte. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Here's Levine going inside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Levine's got 7 points in the game. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Duarte, guarded by Levine. The shot no good by Duarte.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Here's Brown. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Brogdon. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. It's all in by the Bulls.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Despite being a first-team All-American in college, Malcolm Brogdon, Clark, was a second-round pick in 2016.
Yeah, NBA teams found out quickly that they had slept on this guy. He won Rookie of the Year, the first winner drafted in the second round since 1965, Kevin. And his numbers have only gone up. Malcolm's become one of the game's more reliable guards, and his leadership is platinum level.
So the Pacers called timeout, their first of the game. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Bradley's checked in for Green. Williams comes in for Brown. Kobe White, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Alex Caruso in for Lonzo Ball.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touch down on the block. I mean, if you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
Back to Williams. Trying to find Bradley. Gets it to him. He can't get that one. Nice D from Sabonis. Warren against Williams. Now, here's Warren. He's guarded closely.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's McConnell. Shot clock at 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Here we are, Clark, at the midway point of the season. Lots of guys banged up. Is it hard to decide for a player when to play through an injury and when to sit?
Yeah, you know, so many factors to consider there, Kevin. I mean, is the injury going to get worse by you trying to play? Is it a matter of pain tolerance and you won't do any additional damage? So that's the delicate dance you're trying to figure out when you're considering playing while not being 100%. The biggest one to me is obviously, is it a long-term impact if you continue to play?
Here's McConnell. The Bulls knocking down the 3. Warren kicks to McConnell. Back to Warren. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's Bradley with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 8. And White slams it in.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistleblower. No matter what happens over the course of Jeremy Lamb's pro career, Clark, he'll always be able to look back at his national championship at UConn back in 2011.
Yeah, those banners and trophies are not recallable. You've been part of one as he was with Connecticut. It's part of you for life. And he was a huge part of that team that won it in 2011. They weren't picked by too many people to take the crown, but Lamb hit his stride at the perfect time in that year's tournament.
And so here is Indiana following the three-point basket by Chicago. McConnell with it. He had 10 points in the win against Houston. Here's Turner. And that one goes long. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Chicago. 11-point game. It's White on the wing. Driving in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Kobe White.
And that burst of speed, sometimes White just too much for a defense, which is why you see them compromise.
And both free throws good for White.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. We'll return shortly. Well, some great players at the small forward position. But T.J. Warren can stroke.
I'm looking forward to it. Like I say all the time, it's a blessing.
Well, we know Greg had a breakthrough for his 6th season, but Warren missed almost all of year 7 to injury.
Yeah, and he's confident he can come back strong. Remember, this is a guy who scored 53 points in a game, so his talent level obvious.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
White and Levine on the wings. Bradley is out there with Williams, and it's Caruso in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Bradley passes to Caruso. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Levine for 3, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Levine is such a really good shooter from deep. You can't allow him to be alone at the arc.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Green, he's checked in for Patrick Williams. And Ball subbed in for Alex Caruso. Here's Duarte. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one's good, Brogdon.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Ball, no good. Pacers trail by 14. Poked away. Inside, here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
To the middle, here's White. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. White's got 14 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Troy Brown's checked in for the Bulls. Locked in the pass to Sabonis. And the rejection by Bradley. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Ball's running. Levine gets the bucket.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Pacers trail by 16. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You take a look at Green, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Timeout called the Pacers. If you know a thing or two about being a floor general, it's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to LeVert. Here's Duarte to the paint, looking to end the run. They get it again. Here's Brogdon, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know, the 2016-17 Rookie of the Year continues to impress. Brogdon is a valuable role player who does a lot of things well.
Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per play.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
Here's LeVert after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sabonis, the pass to Warren. Can't connect from short range.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's good. LaVine's got 24 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Brogdon. 20 points for him last game against Houston. Vucevic against Sabonis. To the inside. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Yeah, I like Sabonis' game inside because he's confident and skilled.
Vucevic, that's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. Vucevic has got his first 2 points of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Duarte. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Warren. Here's Sabonis. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to...
Oh!
My goodness. Well, we know LaVine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
Here's Duarte, guarded by LaVine. Here's Brogdon, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
As Duarte lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Duarte's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Hey, he's always looking to go downhill, and when he's on the attack, he's going for the dunk.
And here's LeVert. Oh, good on the 3. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Chicago Bulls.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He ended up with 26 points and 1 assist.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half take a lot out of it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Pacers. In the post, it's Sabonis and Turner. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Duarte in at the 2 spot. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo Ball.
That's foul number 2 for him. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's Brogdon, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Brogdon's got 8.
Boy, Brogdon's such an efficient shooter. Not any wasted motion at all. He can create.
Power on that Pruden.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
The Pacers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. They get a hand on it. Ball kicks to Green. He takes it in. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Outside, Sabonis.
Chicago foul.
Kobe White, he's checked in for Levine. The Pacers also with the sub. Craig's checked in.
Pacers substitution.
Here's Duarte, light covering. McConnell's scanning the floor. Three-pointer, LeVert. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
There's the pass to LeVert. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Vucevic. White, good. 16 points for him.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. It's LeVert on the wing. There's the drive, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
LeVert, very confident. He's an amazing athlete and can put the ball on the floor and attack on the drive with the best of them. You know, I think of Caris LeVert as one of those guys capable of going off on any given night for big numbers. He has that kind of explosive ability offensively.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. LeVert against Brown, and it's LeVert missing.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And that explosiveness of LeVert. We've seen it on nights when he gets hot and becomes unstoppable.
Greg, how about that game in 2020 when he went for 37 points in the fourth quarter and overtime alone? LeVert's a player that doesn't know the meaning of the phrase heat check. He can give it to you, boy.
LeVert the pass to Turner. Shoots over Vucevic, and it's off the back rim, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
LeVert against Brown. Back to Turner.
2 minutes remaining in the
pass to LeVert. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Some solid defense from Brown.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Ball against McConnell. There's 1:26 left in the third. Into the lane. That shot off. Some solid defense from Brown. Now Vucevic. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Shots good by Turner.
You know, for Turner, I think it's all about staying aggressive. I mean, when he does that, he's capable of converting over tough defense.
Here's White. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Miles Turner.
It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Foul.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Green. Levine's checked in for Brown. And it's Alex Caruso in for Ball. On the wing, Lamb. He's guarded by Williams. Offensive rebound. Sabonis with the bucket.
Well, I love the aggressive nature with which Sabonis offensive rebounds. He hustles. He's got great energy, but he's also pretty skilled. And you saw all of that right there.
Took him no time at all on that one. Caruso's got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. Outside, Levine. From downtown, misses the shot. And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Bradley. Derek Jones is out there with Williams. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Caruso in at the point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Bitadze, the pass to Lamb. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Dosunmu, and it's good for 2. Dosunmu's got his first bucket in this one. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Indiana. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Good on the 3-point shot. Dosunmu's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Back to Brogdon. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Williams kicks to Caruso. Jones for 3, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
To halt the run, and it's laid in by Lamb.
You know, using his athleticism well on these drives inside, Lamb is dependable at finding routes to the bucket.
Another three for Chicago.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Now here's Lamb. Brogdon outside. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
And Brogdon, here we go.
Malcolm Brogdon, a clever penetrator. When he's driving like this, makes the defense uncomfortable.
Personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Indiana, Malcolm Brogdon.
That free throw good from Brogdon. So for the Bulls, Johnson comes in for Patrick Williams. And Thomas subbed in for Alex Caruso. Brogdon hits them both. Chicago's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Dosunmu offline with his 3. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the rejection by Bradley. Thomas outside. The shot, no good. Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That is his first foul of the game. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
Hey, Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Dosunmu, the pass to Thomas. Bulls moving the ball around. And the Bulls with another miss. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Holiday up top, defended by Jones. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Chicago ball.
And Chicago shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Johnson, the pass to Dosunmu. Jones for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And Lamb kicks to Craig.
2 minutes.
To the inside. Here's Holiday. Outside for Jackson. Outside, Lamb. Clock at 6. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Jones finds Johnson. Knocked away. And so the ball's out of bounds. Craig touched it last.
Chicago ball.
1:31 left here in the 4th quarter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got 14 points now in the 2nd half.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was
for Zach LaVine.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Brogdon, he's checked in for the Pacers. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and he gets the bucket.
Boy, keep feeding him then. This guy's got it going now, and it starts with that shot. But he can do a lot of different things offensively.
Passes to Jones. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Personal foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he's good on the second.
And after 1 year at UNLV, Derrick Jones Jr. going pro back in 2016, he's gone from an undrafted project to a dunk contest champion.
Outside Jackson, and the call will be against Alize Johnson.
Alize Johnson.
That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Brogdon. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Over Johnson. Some solid defense from Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Bulls. Jones, no luck. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Brogdon, here we go. Great D that time from Johnson. Jones looking for an opening. The Bulls keep it alive. The three. The shot, no good.
Chicago foul. Tony Bradley. That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Pacers.
And he makes the first.
Goga Bitadze. At the line for two.
He hits one and misses one each at the line. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.